Hey guys, Rick here, welcome back to the bench. Today we're going to be putting on our new optics plate onto our P320 X5 Legion from Sig Sauer here. Now the optics plate is the new V4 plate from C&H. The V4 plates are an upgraded design with these inserted T-nuts here to be able to allow for better support upon recoil and just a better all form, fit, and function. These plates are thinner than previous plates, and today we're going to see just how well this fits on our X5 here. So first up, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take our X5 down. This gun is free and clear of all ammunition, so we're going to take it back to slide stop, go ahead and rotate our takedown lever all the way around, pull the slide out, and straight off the end. Now, I'm going to sit the frame aside, and I'm going to go ahead and pull the recoil spring and barrel out. Just get those out of the way. You can see on the optics plate on the Legion here, it is just a single optics plate and there are no fasteners on the top. That's because the optics plate is actually mounted from the bottom on this. One of the screws is relatively easy to get to, the other one not so much. Let's go ahead and do what we need to do to be able to get to the second one, and then we'll go ahead and take both of those mounting screws out. So what we need to do is the first screw, the one over here on this side. So the screw over here on this side, this one is actually underneath the extractor assembly in here. So we do need to get that extractor assembly out. So what we need to do is we need to remove the rear plate so we can get that extractor assembly out. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to push down on this little button right here. We're going to go ahead and slide that rear plate off of the firearm. So push down, slide the rear plate up and out, just like that. So here's our rear plate. I'm going to go ahead and set that to the side. Then our extractor assembly should come right out the back. Okay, so there's our extractor assembly. I'm going to go ahead and sit that to the side as well. And now I can freely access that screw down here as well as this one. Now we need to grab the appropriately sized Allen key. Don't ask me what size appropriate is, because I just kind of go through my drawer until I find the one that fits. Go ahead and sneak it in there and break it loose. Okay, that one's out. Now let's go ahead and go on to this one. Okay, both of those screws are out. Now we should be able to pull up. So here is our stock sight plate. We're going to sit that to the side. Go ahead and flip it over. Both of our screws should come right out the bottom. Go ahead and sit those to the side. So now that we are to this point, we are ready to put our new plate on. So that being said, let's go ahead and talk about the plate a little bit. So here is our plate. What comes with the plate is a generous helping of Holosun specific fasteners, a double helping of RMR fasteners, because this is an RMR footprint plate. We're transitioning from the Delta Point Pro Romeo Pro 1 mounting footprint here to an RMR footprint. So we have Holosun and RMRs because they do take two different length screws. We have an additional pair of T-nuts. Then finally we have the actual fasteners that are going to be used to fasten our plate, because you cannot reuse the stock fasteners, and I will show you why if I can get these out of here. So here is our new fastener. Here's our stock fastener. You can see the height difference. The height difference is because of the difference in thickness between our optics plate and the original plate. So we're going to be using the package specific fasteners here. Now in the package they also include this. This is Vibratight Thread Mate. Essentially this is just Loctite. Let's go ahead and prep this because this does say via the instructions that it needs to dry for 10 to 30 minutes before assembling even. So we do need to get this on those fasteners and get it running. So we're going to go ahead and open it up and per the instructions, put some on the fasteners. Now I'm going to put my fasteners on this piece of paper here just because I don't want that crap all over my bench. So we're just going to take this. We're going to, maybe, focus. Just going to take this, we're going to go ahead and apply it and sit it to the side. Same thing with our second one. Apply, sit to the side, and now we wait. While we're waiting for those to dry, we can actually take a look here and see exactly what this plate's doing. So these are just the mounting screws for the cover plate. These are actually the optics mounting screws. And here you can see this is our new optics mounting screw. You can see that they're a little bit further forward, a little bit more spaced out. This specific one is an RMR pattern. And what we are putting on this thing is this. My Holosun 507C. This is the one I'm stealing the one from my CZ P10F, so it's going to be sad and naked for a little bit. So that vibro set is about dry now, so let's go ahead and dry fit our optics plate in. We do need to go ahead and get this thing in here because we are going to tighten it in from the back. So just sitting it in, you're going to notice that it is a really tight fit. You can see that gap in there because I haven't pressed it down all the way. Once you push it down, you're going to be able to hear it click. There we go. And now you can see that it's fully seated. There's no gap in there or anything. Now we can go ahead and flip the entire slide back over and install our new screws. Now, I did look around and I did not see any torque specs on the Holosun website, so I'm going to go with the pretty tried and true, tight enough they don't come out, but loose enough as to not break the fasteners. Remember, with these smaller fasteners, it is way easier to break them with bigger ones, so you really don't want to like crank on them a whole bunch. And now you can see here why they had to go with those shorter screws. Those things are just barely under the surface there. So now let's go ahead and reassemble our slide prior to putting our optic on. I'm going to go ahead and grab my extractor back. Go ahead and place that in. Okay, with the extractor in, now I can go ahead and grab my punch and my end plate. Use my punch to go ahead and push that button back down. Get my end plate started. Push down slightly to get it past the striker. And there it's in. Wiggle it around a little bit, make sure that end plate's not going to come off. There we go. So that is our optics plate mounted to the slide. Now you can see back here at the back we did lose our rear sight, but C&H has provided us a rear dovetail for a new sight. Let's go ahead and fit our Holosun on there. Now we can kind of see what we're dealing with as far as our overall optics setup goes. Now we can go ahead and get our optic on. We can grab our fasteners for the optic that I have already put the vibro lock on. And go ahead and insert those down into the holes. And start tightening. Now I'm just going to get that just a little bit finger tight there. Move on to the next one. Don't cross thread them. Get that one tightened in there. Then again, we're going to go tight enough that they don't come off, but not so tight as to break the fastener. And there we go. There is our new optic on our slide. All we got to do now is put everything back together. Let's get our barrel in. Get our recoil spring in. This recoil spring is a mother truckin' pain in the butt. Jeez. All right. There we go. Our spring is on. Our spring is on. Now we can set the slide back on. Move it back to slide lock. Flip our takedown lever. And now we have an X5 Legion with a dot on top. And with that done, pretty much all I'm waiting for my USPSA rig is a holster, and this thing is ready to rock. Yeah, I don't have backup sights right now. I'll get to that. But it being a competition gun, I'm pretty comfortable with just taking this thing out and running it and seeing how it goes. So that's it for this time, guys. The installation of our optics plate from C&H Precision Weaponry on our Sig Sauer P320 X5 Legion. You can find a link to this optics plate down in the description below, and you can use the code WorkTheTrigger for free shipping. Thanks guys for watching. Remember, if you found this video useful, go ahead and like and subscribe down below. If you're looking forward to our upcoming competition season with this optic on this gun, go ahead and hit that notification bell. If you like what we do here on the channel and you want to help out a little bit, go ahead and head on over to our Patreon page. That's patreon.com/WorkTheTrigger. Remember, I appreciate every one of you, and until next time, do your research, get informed, and get to work.